tampon dispenser in the West Wing women's bathroom. If we were truly serious about running a diverse operation and bringing more women into politics, we should give the office a basic level of comfort for them. Even if you had to pay a quarter, it would be better than menstruating all over the Oval. There was no objection to my proposal. It just seemed like no one had thought of it before. I went to the head of the Office of Management and Administration, Katie Kale, and said, "Hey, we should put a tampon dispenser in the women's bathroom," and she said, "Okay." A couple weeks later, I walked into the 8:30 a.m. senior staff meeting, populated by about 20 or 25 people, including a lot of men, in the Roosevelt Room. The Roosevelt Room is a stately conference space where FDR once kept an aquarium and several mounted fish. Today, it's decorated in subtle beiges with a painting of Teddy on a horse in Rough Rider's gear and a little statue of a buffalo. It was there that I announced the West Wing would be installing a tampon dispenser in the women's bathroom that day. No one said a word, but it felt really good. I realize I promised you that I didn't want to focus on my legacy in this book, but since they didn't engrave the tampon dispenser with "Made Possible by Alyssa Mastromonaco," I wanted to leave a record of it somewhere. There are times when you need to be a bull in a china shop to get something done, and I'm capable of that, but I usually don't enjoy it. For me, leadership has always been much more about rallying people around a project or cause than about being held up as the boss. But leadership is not all triumph and victory. If your ideas don't work out, being a strong leader can carry you through to better times. My first formative experience with being in charge was when I was elected junior class president in high school. Even with my nuanced, enlightened approach, I was not popular. I ran for the position because I wanted to take the lead on prom planning for our senior year. Turns out you actually only needed to be on prom committee for that, but oh well. We ended up using the song my best friend Kara and I wanted, "All I Want Is You" by U2, for our special prom anthem. I don't know why you need one, but you do. Our theme was "Riches in the Night," which is a line from "All I Want Is You," so we thought we were extremely provocative and edgy. It almost didn't happen. After I was elected, a rival classmate decided that my junior prom date, who had a white Bronco with an 8-ball tinted into the back window, was inappropriate. The 8-ball implied, but did not necessarily confirm, given how much high school boys love bragging, that he was a drug dealer, and my rival launched an impeachment campaign against me weeks before the dance. The betrayal culminated in my class advisor interviewing me about why I was a good and worthy class president in the gym in front of all of my classmates who were sitting on the bleachers. I was furious, but I had to push forward. Senior prom could not be lame. The people voted, and I remained. One of the hallmarks of a great leader is being able to explain your decisions. When I was in college and Bill Clinton was going through his impeachment proceedings, I remembered thinking that not everybody could speak with the same elegance and finesse that I had displayed during 8-Ball Gate. Senior year, I ran for band president. Not because I wanted the glory of being band president, though it was a very high-profile position, but because I wanted our senior band trip to be to New Orleans. My platform was solid. All the members of the band agreed that we should go to the competition in NOLA, but we ended up in Philadelphia. Maybe sometimes rallying support for your ideas isn't enough. Maybe taking 40 teenagers to Bourbon Street will always be a hard sell to the principal. After I left, selection of the band president became an appointed position, no longer voted upon. When I graduated from college, I got a job as a paralegal for the law firm Thatcher, Prophet & Wood, which was located in the World Trade Center. Initially, I was not into this. I'd wanted a job on Capitol Hill, but none of the many places I applied hired me. So I went to a headhunter in New York City who got me an interview with TPW and many other law firms, but none of them called me back. I was disappointed, but I came around. It would be exciting to work in such a famous building. I liked the hustle and bustle vibe immediately. Also, TPW was the only firm that didn't ask for my GPA. My grades were fine. I had a 3-point-something. But at the other firms, it was like you had to be a Phi Beta Kappa to Xerox closing documents. We sat in a room we called the parapet, and each of us worked for one partner and 2 or 3 associates. I worked for Ellen Goodwin, the only female partner, and 2 other lawyers. One, David Hall, took me under his wing and taught me a lot about real estate investment trusts, which still comes in handy during Jeopardy or when I'm trying to convince real estate agents that they shouldn't take me for a fool. The company had a big